We're here in Monte Carlo for the Rendez-Vous de Septembre. For AM Best TV, I'm Richard Banks. And I'm joined now by Matt Mosher and Andrea Keenan from AM Best Rating Services. Good to see you both.
Nice to see you.
So, AM Best brought its first ever positive outlook on the reinsurance segment to Monte Carlo. How's that been received?
It's been received well, but like anything in Monte Carlo, everyone will enjoy arguing about it. So it can be controversial. Certainly, the reinsurers don't want to see their prices go down, and they don't want to hear that things are too good. But they certainly are accepting the fact that we're acknowledging that their balance sheets are strong, and we feel that their underwriting has a great deal of discipline, and that's good news for their carrier partners. So hopefully that's good news, even if it makes the pricing conversations a little more difficult.
So Monte Carlo is very much about conversations between insurers and reinsurers. How well adapted are reinsurers to offer solutions to the challenges that their clients face?
I think very well adapted. I mean, they've continued to adjust. You look at things like cyber reinsurance and just the approach they're taking, looking at AI, working towards that. You know, insurance industry in general isn't the most innovative industry in the world, but we are seeing more and more discussions on companies looking at solutions to how they can be more efficient, reduce costs, and work their way through and better provide service to their customers.
And they're also really struggling, I think, on, I don't know if you want to call it a generational gap or a technology gap, but there's the real need for in-person discussions, which is what Monte Carlo is all about. And then there's all of this talk about technology that would reduce, theoretically, the need for discussions. And I think there's a real set of comfort and maybe discomfort that has to come together, bringing those two things together as to where the technology takes over when maybe the conversation isn't as necessary.
So when we talk about technology, we perhaps consider some of the tools that reinsurers might need as the reinsurance market develops and moves forward to its next stage. What sort of tools are we talking about?
I think one of them is talent, and the technology talent and the ability to utilize and develop those tools for AI and the approaches that they'd have. The industry's strong in the underwriting side and the business aspect, but moving forward in technology is something the insurance industry has struggled with in attracting talent, and talent is an issue across the industry overall. But when you look at the technology aspect, it really is, because it's not a sexy business. It's not something that's going to draw people into, and the industry still struggles to get its message out in terms of the value it provides to society, and can do a lot better in that regard, but then to also bring in the technology skills. It's going to take time. They're going to have to continue to work on that message over and over and over again. But they need to. They need to improve the efficiency. Other industries are improving the efficiency to remain relevant in a lot of the issues that they're working towards. They're going to have to bring that talent in.
Sexy or not sexy, I think the talent does get attracted to. Well, certainly the sexy aspects of it, but as well the purpose of insurance. And there's a lot of talk about that as there's discussions about the protection gap and ways to cover of course the large gaps from large catastrophes and flood and all of that, but also some of the more specific gaps that affect individuals, like health insurance and life insurance, and there's different solutions that are coming available, maybe in parametric insurance, that are being talked about. So there is excitement around that I think does attract some of the younger generations as well.
Excitement which reflected in an optimistic outlook here in Monte Carlo. Matt, Andrea, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For AM Best TV, I'm Richard Banks.